Alright, it is demo weekend, and today I've picked up a simulation game called Forens1cs Crime Scene Detective. They promised to teach us some of the tools, or I guess about some of the tools that we see in modern forensics science. So I'm like, okay, I'm kind of curious. Let's see what they do. We're gonna start a new game. LKA Laboratory in Mainz. I think it's okay, 8 a.m. You arrive at the LKA library to start your workday. Go to the file cabinet and select the case file. Oh, it's showing us right away. Okay, so we're going over here. E. Interact with the filing cabinet. Select the first tutorial case to learn about the forensic procedure. You are rated on accuracy. Precision matters. Okay, so the little white case here. Computer, we got other, I mean, they should go to the filing cabinet. Technically, these are filing cabinets, but I guess this one sticks out. Hence the little card. Okay, so tutorial 01, status unlocked. The tutorial teaches you about crime scene photography, collecting and documenting digital evidence and analyzing it. Okay. So I guess we're doing that. Cool. So now we go over here, case progression. Interact with the computer to open your email program. In the Inbox tab, you will receive updates and new information related to your case. Switch to the Send Mail tab, select evidence from the list and attach it to send to your colleagues for evaluation. Not all submitted evidence leads to a reply. Interact with the filing cabinet and press C to close the active case. You will receive a rating based on your accuracy. High ratings unlock new cases. Alright, so we go here. We go to inbox. There's nothing here right now. I have attached some evidence to this email for you to review. Let me know. Okay, well, I don't have any evidence yet, right? I got no email and I've got no evidence. So where am I supposed to get evidence from? Over here? Okay, we're going to the crime scene. Traveling to the crime scene. Press E to travel to the crime scene for your active case. Visit the crime scene now to collect evidence. The laboratory is used afterwards to analyze the evidence collected at the scene. So we're gonna go. What are we dealing with here? LKA training site Mainz. 8:12 a.m. You've arrived at the LKA training site to learn about the collection of digital devices. Take a look around and interact with the yellow hints. Okay, so we're walking here. Movement. So C to crouch and hold C to lie down. Okay. Control to lean left, right, or forward or backwards. Leaning helps you inspect evidence that's hard to reach. Okay. So like C to crouch or C. So there's like 3 levels. Crouch or all the way down. Okay, and then lean, lean, lean. Okay. What else we got here? So, evidence photography. Always document evidence before collecting it. Pick up the markers from the tool case and place one next to a piece of evidence. Take the camera from the tool case, press right-click to enter camera mode. Make sure exactly one evidence and one marker are visible. So you need the little number and then what you're actually taking the picture of. Okay, press again to take a photo. Press X to exit camera mode. Okay, so let's see if we can try this. Let's open the case. We'll take the little evidence marker. Where are we supposed to put it next to? Does it say? We're looking for digital devices? This thing? Like, so we're gonna place it here. So I'm gonna right then. Okay. And then on the camera. Okay. And then we got to go like, right click. Zoom in. Objects too small, too much overlap. Too much overlap. Handle too steep. Okay, okay. Can I pick up the marker and move it out back a bit? Okay, so I'm gonna put this over here instead. I was like, well, what happened to 1? Ah, okay. So now I have a card and an item that are completely not overlapping. So I can take that picture and now I can pick it up, theoretically, and we'll leave it for a sec. Doesn't say I can pick it up, right? What's this one say? Picking up evidence. Pick up portable evidence like digital devices with E. Always place a marker and take photos before collecting. I did that, yes. Okay, so we also have a password. So if I go like so. Okay. Honestly, I can't read. Okay. Snoopy at 42. Alright. Okay. That's all I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to now pick up the smartphone. See? Approach. Okay. Nothing under there, nothing under the couch. Mysterious murders with Anne. Whatever. I'm not supposed to open. Aha, okay, we got another one. No. One of the card. We got 1 back. Oh, nope, it changes immediately to 4. Okay. So then they'll go, well, what happened to 1? Where's 1? It's like, yeah, well... Okay. Oops, someone's dealing with some black mold there. In the bathroom? Okay, I guess I'm supposed to also pick up this. Okay. Is there anything else I'm supposed to do? Just the 3 things, 1 password and 2 smartphones. Do I leave the placards or... Oh. I guess I'm gathering it and it's adding it to the box. I guess that's it. Okay, so we got 3 things. Go back to the laboratory. Okay, laboratory mains. Okay, so go in here. Hallway laboratories. This way. Projectile recovery tank? Oh, okay, so it's like bullets. What's this one? DNA lab? I'm not working with that today. Okay, so web of evidence. The whiteboard is an overview of your current investigation. The numbers shown correspond to the evidence marker numbers placed during photography. Okay, so I found this here, I found this here, and I found this over here. Okay. So, briefing. The tutorial teaches you about crime scene photography. Yeah, okay. Witness statement. John Doe. Sorry, Jane Doe. Drug dealer has been caught at his flat. Any digital devices he may have used to communicate with his clients need to be collected. Locate, photograph, collect, and analyze the devices. So we found a K-Supra 23 Corellia, which was damaged and inoperable, and also encrypted. At number 4, we found a N7 Novaris, also damaged, inoperable, and encrypted. We did find also a password, which is an alphanumerical number of length 9. Okay, so is there anything we're supposed to do with this? What's next one? Case files. Press tab to open the case file. It contains all collected evidence, reports, and mail of the active case. Review it regularly. Yeah, okay, so that's the list I just went through. Place projectiles. We don't have anything. We're over here. Digital evidence. Okay. Short press E. Oh god, there's a short press and a long press. To select a digital device for analysis, optionally select a password. After selecting what you want to select, press long E to enter the analysis interface. Once the analysis is complete, export the results, exit the station, and pick up the results folder. So, press E to select the digital device, press long to start desoldering. Hold the thing to heat the memory chip evenly. Once the chip is loose, press 2 to switch it. The vacuum pipe, oh god, this is gonna be complicated. Select the device, then press this to start the process. Hold the heat the memory chip evenly. Once it's loose, press 2 to pick it up. Oh my goodness. Move it over the box and drop it in there. Okay. So we're gonna start with this one. X. Okay, so this thing. Okay, and then we go. Not letting me move it. What's going on here? Supposed to just keep swiping? I'm pressing the button, but it's not really doing anything. Instructions! It said hit 2. So we did this. Heat it. It came loose. And we're supposed to equip... worked this time. Okay. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. So, memory chip adapter. Now what? That's projectiles. I go to the other one? Okay, here's the other one. Okay, and then we go to... Oh, reattached. You gotta be faster, okay. Boom. Boom. Okay, so then tab. Now what? Okay. Ready to decrypt. Let's start the decrypt. I had a password. Was I supposed to like click on the password field and do stuff? Okay. Okay. Then I go choose this one. Oops. Pull this down. Oh no. E. Unselect the other one. X. Okay. Password unknown. It's not letting me use the password. Hold on. What if I do password like that? Nope. The password was for the other one. It's like, well, no, it didn't work, so we're gonna just randomly try it. Okay, so you have to select both items. When you hit E, it brings up your like list. I think it wants you to select the two items you want to use together. Alright. Now what? Results. Okay. So we got this guy. Corellia Supra contains call logs and messaging history. This one also contains call logs and messaging history. You're not gonna let me like read the messaging history? Now what? I'm just supposed to pass it on and extract it? I'm not supposed to look at myself because I'm not the detective, I'm just the forensics analyst? Is that what we're doing here? It's not my job to tell the detectives what their stuff is, it's just supposed to extract stuff for them? So then I go here, and I go send, how do I make attachments? Okay. Email received, inbox. You did it. Yay. Okay, so then it says I go in here. There's still undiscovered leads. Interesting. So did I not find the other password? I've done the minimum, but I wonder if I missed the other password. Let me go back to the thing quickly. So it's implying... Oh, there was another smartphone? How the hell did I miss that smartphone? Okay. Okay. Okay, well, I sucked at that. Okay. Give me this thing. Okay. We're not done yet. Now we have this. So maybe this is the password for number 5. Let me try. So memory chip already... Is it busted? Place device, start desoldering. It's, oh, okay, so this one and this one. So we're gonna want this with the functional device. So I don't have to extract that the device is functional. And the password did work. Okay, I see what the difference is. We only have to extract stuff from broken phones. We can just obviously just use the device itself. That makes a lot more sense, I think. So what's the point of wasting time extracting if you can read the damn thing directly on the phone? Send mail. Okay, so we've collected the devices and analyzed the devices. Okay. So now, theoretically, we should be able to do this and then close the case. Yes. You have successfully analyzed the devices found at the crime scene. 100%. So we got the 3 digital devices, 1 password. We made 4 photos and yada yada yada. Okay. So W or S. Next one. Misfire and misdirection. Status unlocked. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this one. A firearm was discharged inside an apartment following a night of drinking between 2 individuals, Holger Kruger and Volker Steinman. No injuries were reported and both claim it was an accident. Their statements align on key details, but minor inconsistencies suggest further scrutiny is needed. Physical evidence from the scene must be analyzed to determine whether or not their version of the events hold up. Okay, so we're going now to the bullets. Bullets! Okay. Maine's apartment building, 1:20 a.m. You've arrived at an apartment where a firearm was discharged following a night of drinking between 2 individuals. Investigate the apartment and collect all relevant evidence. Alright, so here's my... I got 2 things now. I got a flashlight on a tripod, and I got my camera and my evidence markers. Alright. So, we got some booze. Okay. That is definitely 1 bullet. Can I, like, paste this thing on the wall somehow? I can. Okay, there's 1. Anything else? Unlucky, they already set up the light for me. Was that literally the only thing? It says shots were fired? Alright, well we got 2 guns over here, or a gun here. I like how the big skull's beside it. Okay, so... let's put that there. Okay, we got that. Anything else? Nope, I was hanging under the bed. Alright, I'm not allowed to open the cabinets or anything. We're just leaving it as is. Alright, so we have a gun. And we have a bullet in the wall. Didn't pierce the wall, it just kind of stuck in the wall. Okay, well... then we have this guy. So we're not gonna get any more direction on this one than that? Just, you know, we got one bullet and one gun. Alright. I didn't mean to re-pick up the marker, but okay. Does that matter? Normally I would just leave it, right? Okay. Let's see what else is gonna direct us on here. Okay, we're back at the lab, and I did see that in here. There was this guy, right? Insert the firearm. We only have the one firearm, so there's no confusion. Now we shoot the firearm. No firearm selected. Okay. Boom. Okay, so now we collect this from the tank. Now what? We go back in here. We gotta compare them both, right? Rotate. They don't match. Okay, so we go like... Doesn't look like they match to me. Oh, hold on. Rotate. This one matches. Right? The pattern matches. I can't seem to align them perfectly, but... There we go. Okay, is there anything else we're supposed to do? Nothing in here. Extract fingerprint. I don't have a fingerprint right now. It says place samples. I don't have anything. Place DNA profiles. Nope, we're working on bullets. So we found the gun, you know, on the table. The bullet was here and the gun was, oh, we lost the little marker of the gun on the table. Okay, so we only found one gun. We know... I don't like the fact that you've taken away my little evidence marker guy. Whatever. Like I don't see another gun. Okay, I think your tutorial needs a little bit more support, maybe, as to what the expectation is on what we're doing. It's a lot more helpful in the first case than it was on this part. Like, okay, yeah, I saw the gun, I picked it up. I shouldn't be able to move the evidence markers if after they've been placed. You know, if the photo's taken and approved, then I don't think it makes sense moving the marker, right? So I don't know who the gun belongs to. Is there any way I can figure that out? Oh. No, let's take this. What's this case? Ah. Okay, how does this work? Place. So from here to here. Supposed to place it in the wall. Where's the little marker? Do I take a photo of that now? No, hold on. What's this thing? What is this for? So the rod seems to suggest it's coming from over here. Like, what is this for? Like, I'm running blind here. What do you expect me to do with it? Like, I understand the little concept of using like a projection laser pointer or a, you know, this thing to figure out where it was being shot from. Looks like it was being shot from this way. Aha! Ah! There's a dot here. Okay. So let me put this down. Okay, so I'm supposed to, it puts it in the wall and then it's pointing the little laser down here and says it's going this way. Although it's not letting me place things in here. Am I supposed to be interacting with, like, ideally you'd open the cabinet, right? Like if it was shot from the cabinet, it's coming from this direction. Am I supposed to take another photo of this? Like, what am I doing here? No evidence marker. Okay. Do I just leave the thing in the wall and just do that? If I go back to the case board? So the guy holding it was standing there. We have a match on the gun. Comparison Microsoft, it matched. Blood, yada yada yada. Type was undamaged. Fired into the projectile recovery water tank. Extracted from a bullet at the crime scene. So we know it came from over here. Where was this guy? Doesn't tell me where they were. All you gave me was the projectiles. Is there anything else I'm supposed to be doing here? The physical evidence needs... Okay, so tab, witness statement. They met at a bar called Pushbao shortly at midnight and later continued drinking in his apartment. He recalls showing Volker his firearm at some point during the night while sitting on the sofa in the living room. The weapon discharged, the projectile struck the entrance door. Volker confirms that he and Holger left the bar around midnight. He claims he only entered the living room and bathroom. He only entered the living room and bathroom. Holger showed him a firearm, which I discharged by accident. So... Okay, so Holger's obviously lying. Because it didn't, it fired from the direction of the bathroom and the bedroom, not from where they were sitting on the couch. Is that it? Is there anything I'm supposed to do with this? That's fingerprint. Haha, okay. So we have their fingerprints. How do I extract fingerprints from the gun? You gonna let me do that here? We have bullets. So we have so yeah, the tutorial's a little bit lacking on the steps you want me to perform to achieve the results that I'm expecting. I would have expected they'd fingerprint the gun and tie the damn thing. So hold on. Extract fingerprint. No evidence present. Open chamber. Place evidence. No. So I'm not allowed to extract evidence from anything? Is that it? I have the gun, unless it's still sitting over here. Oh. now I have the gun? Okay. Place evidence. No, I do not have the gun anymore. So we have the firearm. I can't extract fingerprints from it? You have to close the chamber to start. But they do not let me put the gun down. Change page. I mean, I have this. Do I have to find a glass or something? Like, what are we doing? Evidence marker is the only thing you're letting me interact with here. It says he touched the door. Like, I would have expected I searched the gun for prints, right? Okay, well maybe I'll just have to put a pin in it and say, you know, I understand objectively kind of what you're doing. I just am not sure how you're expecting us to achieve it. There is no evidence. Yeah, it's just not letting me... It's implying, like, I have 2 fingerprints and 2 witness statements. Did I screw it up when I picked up the placard card? Okay, exit. Yeah, obviously I don't have an unknown fingerprint right now. I would have expected to extract the fingerprint from the gun. But the gun, I guess, can I put the placard back down? Like, I thought I tried. Yeah, right? Like... Maybe that's what screwed me up. Can I restart? And not pick up the thingy? Like, it was a mouse slip, man. It targeted the wrong thing. Let's see. Yeah, well... Yeah, like, I was supposed to get the fingerprint and do the trajectory, but it wasn't letting me do it. Let's try again. So your card placement is a little bit fragile. So we had 1 and 2. Trying again. Okay. Then we take the... Gotta take the bullet first. Okay, and then we do the trajectory rod, and then we put the damn thing in the wall. This points it to the back thing, not over here. Pick up the handgun. Okay. So now when I go to the board, it'll still have the thing on the wall, right? So if I go over here, can I put it in here? No, I still can't put it in there. Okay. This part I understand. That makes sense. Yeah, like why is the placard not showing up on the... So there's something missing here. So we did this already. How do I extract the fingerprint from the gun, though? That's the part that's missing. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave it there. Like, I get the idea of what you're doing. You've got these nifty little labs, and in these labs you're doing tests, and then, I guess in the field you're gathering and taking photos and collecting evidence. It's an interesting concept. It just kind of needs to work better, I think. Or if not, provide us with some sort of, like if we're doing something wrong, provide us with some sort of tutorial steps or help in the tutorial to sort of get us there. Because I think there was one point in that story that was missing. And that was like, how was I supposed to get the... Was I supposed to do this one? Okay. So, it gives me this, then it gives me this, then it gives me this. Why is tutorial number 4 here? This teaches you about collecting firearm-related evidence, reconstructing bullet trajectories, and comparing projectiles. Why am I doing this after these two? Right? So there's some... like, move this one up. This one's more important, right? Tutorial 1. Tutorial 4. Like, let me select this one. So we get away in the statement. Gunshot has been reported. Locate the weapon. Where the projectile went, determine the weapon used. Okay, so you've arrived at the training site to learn about collecting firearm-related evidence. Take a look around and interact with the yellow pins. Okay. We're here again. Placing the trajectory rod. After documenting a bullet hole, remove the projectile. If it's present, then take the trajectory rod, return to the bullet hole, place it in. We did that. We figured that out on our own. Where is the bullet hole is the question. Where's the bullet hole? Do we see the bullet hole? Okay. Okay. And then pick up the tripod camera from the tool case. Press thing to enter placement and place it where you assume the projectile was flying. Press E to align the camera towards the expected path. Press thing to start 30 seconds exposure. Okay, pick up the spray can from the tool case and spray the laser at the trajectory rod. Okay, so it is a little bit more involved, isn't it? So we pick up the camera. We take a photograph of the bullet. Okay, we pick up the bullet. Okay, then we pick up the trajectory rod. It wants us to put it in the wall. Okay. Then it wants... There's a spray? There's a spray can. And there we go, camera. Okay. But I can't hold both tools at the same time, so what are we doing here? Picked up the spray can. You know it's going here, right? It says the camera, the photo's taken automatically. Is it though? Okay, so now I'm supposed to find the gun? There's a hammer. There's a power tool. I'm not seeing the gun. Okay. Oh! Found it. It's right there. So we're gonna crouch. Okay. Like, I don't understand why you launched me into the case, the tutorial first. Okay. Using trajectory rod. Pick up. Is there a difference in these two spray cans? No, it looks like the same spray can. It's picked up. Okay, so I picked this up. We have the trajectory went from the bed to the wall. Is that it? Did it track my thingy? All I had to do was spray paint it? What are we doing here? So, creating references. I had no problem with this. Oh, I didn't pick up the gun, did I? That was my fault. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm frustrated over the lack of tutorial help over the taking photos of the little thingy. It's like, I can't take a photo of the little thingy if, you know, I can only hold one tool at a time and I can spray or hold the camera. So how am I taking the camera photo? So this part I understood. I figured this one out on the other case. Okay. We got this projectile. That's the DNA lab. Yeah, side with the mesh. Yeah, okay. So we got this and this. And then we analyze. So then we're gonna rotate them so they're kind of aligned. And then we're gonna focus it. They match. Export that. We hold that. Now what? So this one actually put the thing on the thing. But it's not helping me with the trajectory. It says the photo is taken automatically after you spray, or you aim at it. So hold on. So let me try this again. So I want this spray. And we go like this, it said. Boom, boom, boom. Where's this photo supposed to be coming from? Like, I understand the concept. It says take a photo of the... Objects are too small, no evidence mark. Objects are too small, no evidence. No evidence marker status. Objects are too small. Objects are too small. I'm confused with this step. Like, I understand the point that we're trying to use this spray to see where the laser is going to figure out where the end point is, right? I don't understand how we're supposed to take a photo of this, because like I said, you can't run back and grab the camera and take a photo very quickly. And you're not letting me take a photo of the thing in the wall like so. So this is the step that you're lacking on what you're expecting us to do. Like, I understand where the trajectory is. I can draw it on my own map manually. You're not helping me draw it on the game. So we're gonna end it there. There's something wrong with this step. But yeah. Would have been interesting to keep going. I guess that's it for today's demo. And until next time.